Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the January 11th edition of the NWA program for 2022. Not a bad program. NWA Power opens with a promo from Melina saying that she's the best and should be treated like a legend. Melina doesn't want to not be champion, so this leads to our first match. Kiera Hogan defeats Gemicide with Taryn Tyrell, Kenzie Page, and Christy James to become the number one contender for the women's championship. Not a bad match from everybody involved. Everyone tries to take out Gemicide early. At the beginning of the match, Kenzie Page hits a dive to the floor. Hogan hits a dropkick in the corner on James, where Gemicide pulls Hogan to the floor. Hogan then goes for a wheelbarrow on Genocide, but James then runs out and hits a cutter on Hogan for a decent little hope spot. James then chops Genocide, no soling chop to the back before hitting her with a fallaway slam into a DDT. Page and Hogan hit a bunch of double super kicks on Genocide. Genocide is the main focus of the match. Page then hits Hogan with a super kick, followed by James hitting with a palm strike and a Yoshinbo on Page. James then hits the moonsault to the floor. All three women, I don't know the moonsault's needed here. Anyway, come back and hit the face of the music for the pinfall to earn a shot. Does Kiera Hogan. OGK, which is Mike Bennett and Matt Taven, and the tag team champions La Rebellion are backstage. Homicide badmouths OGK, and Bennett and Taven said they want a match against them for the titles. Rebellion said they weren't worthy. Bennett told Homicide to keep his boys in line. Jax Dane is with Kyle Davis and continues to talk about Anthony Mayweather with the former Crimson. Dane claims that this is a set up Mayweather match against Mims tonight. Mims is his student. Basically, Dane starts bad-mouthing the NWA legends and basically says that a bunch of disrespectful things until Rodney Mack, the husband of Jazz, comes out and puts him in his place. Anthony Mayweather defeats Mims by countout. Match is completely kind of wasted, actually. Mayweather and Mims exchange some offense. Mims keeps letting up on him every time he gets offense because they have a friendship. Basically, Jack Dane is manipulating both of them, is what Mims said. Mayweather said it's just business and they need to go through and they should fight. Both men leave the ring, and Mayweather told him this was part of the training. But Mims throws Mayweather into the ring to allow him to get a countout win. So that leads to Mayweather being successful. Cryon with May Valentine spoke about his past and how it doesn't matter to the future. Valentine asked about his father being a former NWA champion, says it doesn't matter. Cryon also says that Tyrus has showed him what he needs to do to get to the top. JTG and Dirty Dango defeat the Rude Dudes, El Rudo and Jamie Stanley. Not exactly a match worth writing home about. JTG started with El Rudo, Dango, and JTG show some good tag team competition here. They heat up with a few minutes of action until Dango hits a back suplex before making a tag to JTG. JTG and Stanley have a little miscommunication, but then JTG gets a Uranagi on Stanley before Dango hits the guillotine leg drop off the top for the win. NWA Television Champion Tyrus with Black G's, Jordan Clearwater, and Marshy Rockette defeated Jaden Roller to retain the title. This was a horrible match. Roller hit Tyrus for the jawbreaker after Tyrus lazily slows things down. Tyrus can't get up in time for a move after an axe kick, so punches his opponent in the stomach. Roller sells it, and Tyrus hits a corner splash heart punch for the win. Match did not need to happen by any stretch of the imagination. Cryon defeats Judas with Sinister Minister by DQ. This is just as bad. Judas controls the early part of the match and hits a bunch of slow, awful offense. Sal Renaro, who's been pledging to be part of the program, comes out, tries to join Sinister Minister. Judas then hits Ronaldo and throws him at Cryon, causing a DQ. Ronaldo then asked Minister if he did a good job. Main event time. Matt Cardona, Mike Knox defeats Strictly Business, Tom Latimer, and national champion Chris Adonis, and the world champion Trevor Murdoch and Tim Storm in a three-way. Anyway, Nox and Cardona and Strictly Business seem to agree to work together to get rid of Storm and Murdoch. Murdoch makes the most offense of this. Cardona misses a boot scrape on Storm, runs wild on Nox and Cardona. Cardona is able to steal the win from everyone, exchanging a bunch of finishers until Cardona hits Radio Silence on Storm, gets the win, and that heads towards good old Mr. Cardona heading to the NWA Championship contention.